guess the gays got some, or sorry, the homosexuals got some good news that they could celebrate for the moment. Cause look, Kim Davis' ugly ass is big mad because the Supreme Court declined to revisit same-sex marriage rulings. Cause they busy out here trying to make sure y'all don't get y'all health care and that y'all starve to death and giving Trump, whatever the hell it is that he want to continue to destroy what's left of this damn country. So yeah, let's get into this story. So without comment, I say the Supreme Court on Monday basically declined an opportunity to overturn its landmark precedent, recognizing a constitutional right to same-sex marriage, tossing aside an appeal that had roiled um, LGBTQ or Leviticua advocates who fear the conservative court might be ready to revisit the decade-old decision. Now, without comment, the justice rejected an appeal brought by Kim, looked like she lived in a back house, Davis, a former county clerk in Kentucky who was sued in 2015 for refusing to issue marriage licenses because of her opposition to same-sex marriage based on her religious beliefs. And when you look at her ass, she looked like she a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Damn Saints. So let me pull up her picture because, child, she looked like she be walking behind the rose. Now, her latest appeal in the case, brought a decade later, had attracted considerable attention amid fears that the court would overturn the 2015 same-sex marriage decision. Obergefell versus Hodges in the aftermath of the 2022 ruling that overturned the landmark abortion rights decision, Roe v. Wade. Now, some Levitical advocates have pointed to conservative Justice Clarence Thomas' suggestion in his concurring opinion in the decision overturning Roe that Obergefell and some other cases should also be revisited as a cause for concern. And they probably looking like, Clarence, don't you do it because you overturn that. Sir, last we checked, you married to a big back white woman. So if you're trying to come for the gays, don't think they're not gonna roll back the fact that yo coon tap dancing ass won't be able to be married to Miss Big Back Cadillac that you call a wife. So now, but consider Obergefell was not the main legal question presented in David's appeal. Although the court has a 6-3 conservative majority, none of the other justices joined Thomas's opinion. Just last month, Justice Samuel Alito, who authored the abortion ruling, indicated he was not pushing for Obergefell to be overturned. Davis, represented by the conservative group Liberty Counsel, refused to issue any marriage licenses in the immediate aftermath of the Obergefell decision. She said that as a conservative Christian, oh please, we love our fake, phony ass conservative Christians who love to watch children starve to death, but as long as they go to church and ask for forgiveness, all the other evil shit they do is forgiven. Who oppose same-sex marriage, she should have a religious right not to put her name on marriage licenses involving same-sex couples. Well, if you're not going to abide by the law, then bitch, you need to find you another damn job. Now, her office in Rowan County, Kentucky, denied licenses to several such couples, including David Moore and David Ermold, who subsequently filed a civil rights lawsuit. Davis was ordered to issue a license for Moore and Ermold, but defied the court injunction and still refused to do so. The judge then held her in contempt, and she was jailed for 6 days. Why don't you make it an even 7? While she was jailed, Moore and Ermold were able to obtain their marriage license. Subsequently, the state changed the law in order to address the controversy, allowing for a license to be issued without the clerk's name on it. But Davis's case continued, with Moore and Ermold seeking damages for the initial refusal. In a lengthy litigation, a judge awarded $100,000 in damages. Davis was also required to pay $260,000 in attorney fees, according to her lawyers. Well, I hope it was worth it, bitch. Did you ask your church for the loan? Because you out here spewing your hate and everything. You don't look like the type that got $260,000 in the bank. Quiet as it's kept, you don't even look like you got $260 in your account. Now, Davis then appealed, claiming that she should have been able to cite as a defense her right to the free exercise of religion under the Constitution's First Amendment. No, we're not going to do that freedom of speech shit. What you going like? You don't get to be a bigot and hide behind the First Amendment, sis. After losing older, sis, I should say, because you look old as hell. See, that hate ages you. I don't know why people don't really think about that. Hate ages you hardcore. Now, after losing an appeal at the Cincinnati-based Sixth U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in March this year, Davis turned to the Supreme Court, raising that question as well as the much more contentious issue of whether Obergefell should be overturned. This lady just can't take that L and just move on. She just hating because our ass lost. Now, while the Supreme Court has now given no indication it would seek to overturn Obergefell, it has in other rulings in the last decade strengthened religious rights at the expense of Levitical rights, included by the expanding the ability for people to seek exemptions from laws they object to because of their faith. Didn't they start even pulling this mess out in Texas? I remember hearing a story about that. But look, so far it's a win for the homosexual community. Those who want to get same-sex married is a win for now. But I still will sleep with one eye open because I do not trust this current administration as far as I can throw them, especially with them allowing church and state to interlink when we should be separating that mess from that. You want to believe what you want to believe, and you don't believe in gay marriage, don't get married. If you don't believe in homosexuals doing what they doing, then that's your belief. But you don't need to be bringing your religious beliefs onto a job that you are paid to do. And if you're not going to be able to just abide by the law, then your ass need to go find another damn profession. One of them should be going to play in traffic. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story about Kim Davis, sore loser ass, still big mad over the fact that she can't get this damn gay marriage overturned? Because, and last I checked, this bitch married multiple times. So you couldn't even make it work with the I said sex. And you mad at the same sex because they got more ways of keeping it together than your big back ass? Okay, sis. We see what you really mad about. The fact of the matter is nobody wants to love on your ugly ass. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.